Tonight on Elon Local News.
Joaquin caused minimal damage at Elon, but we take a look at how it affected other areas across the Carolinas.
In wake of Oregon's tragedy, we talked to faculty about keeping Elon's campus safe and prepared.
Game, set, match. We found one Elon men's tennis player who has found a true love for the game.
We'll have all this and more.
Elon Local News starts right now.
Good evening, I'm Sky Cowens.
And I'm Rajat Agarwal. We begin tonight with a live look across the street at the Acorn Coffee Shop. Acorn Coffee Shop worker Catherine just got a surprise of a lifetime.
You might have seen the GoFundMe page shared on social media raising money to send Catherine and her family to Disney World. In less than 20 days, the community has raised more than $6,500, and the big reveal is happening right now.
Our Jackie Pascal is in Acorn with Catherine and the starters of the fundraiser, Taylor Listholtz and Lucy Smith-Williams. And we will have updates throughout the night on ElonLocalNews.com and on Twitter at ElonLocalNews.
A local sub shop has been gaining attention, but not for their sandwiches. You may have heard the rumors that Tony's Pub and Subs is for sale on Craigslist. Elon spoke to owner of the bar, Tony Caruso, who says that while he did submit the ad, he has no intention of selling and that he plans to take down the ad soon. This comes after Tony's faced a more than $40,000 fine from the county fire marshal this spring for overcrowding. Caruso says it's taken a toll on his relationship with the town of Elon, but he wants to stay in business for the local customers.
I like it here. I like it here. I like the people I meet. Me and the town had a few issues, and hopefully we're getting past them.
The bar on West Haggard Avenue has been in business for less than a year. And this just in, Elon Fraternity and Sorority Life will get a new fraternity perhaps by spring 2016. 2 fraternities have been chosen from a pool of 17 and will be competing to join Elon's 7 others. The 2 fraternities are Theta Chi and Beta Theta Pi. Both are presenting to a committee composed of student representatives, faculty, and staff in mid-October. On the 19th, Theta Chi fraternity will give their presentation, and the following day, Beta Theta Pi will present. The presentations have not been scheduled for a set location, but they will be open to anyone in the campus community.
Hurricane Joaquin pretty much avoided Elon this weekend, and the damages weren't as severe as predicted. Joaquin veered away from the Piedmont area, and Elon was only left with some light winds and intermittent rainfall. A large tree did fall outside of Virginia Residence Hall, making it the only significant damage Elon saw this weekend. Director of the Elon University News Bureau, Eric Townsend, says he is happy the storm changed its course.
We want to make sure that our students and our community stay safe and that there isn't a disruption to our campus operations. So for Hurricane Joaquin to not have much of an impact here, certainly let everybody here breathe a sigh of relief.
Now let's take a look at the effects of Hurricane Joaquin across the Carolinas. First to Wilmington, North Carolina. According to the National Weather Service, the coastal city is still in a flood warning. The alert is in effect until 7 p.m. tonight. Wilmington has gotten roughly a foot of rain as of this morning. The ground is fully saturated and cannot absorb any more water, which cause runoff, flooding, and other dangers.
Moving further south, let's take a look at Myrtle Beach, where South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley and President Obama have declared a state of emergency. Flooding was reported around midday Sunday, according to reports from Elon alumna Brennan McDavid, who is now a reporter in Myrtle Beach. Vehicles were stranded on flooded roads. Neighborhoods were also swamped.
Meteorologists say North Myrtle Beach accumulated more inches in the past few days than they have in a long time. Once more, residents are encouraged to stay inside and stay off the roads. Our Paige Peruso is in studio with more. Megan Ford, apologies for the for the confusion there. Megan Ford is on the dock with more.
Well, Sky, luckily Hurricane Joaquin missed us this weekend, so we don't have to worry about flooding. And after the past 2 weeks of rain and gloomy skies, it seems that our luck is finally turning around. We can put away our rain boots because there is no rain in sight this week. Tonight, the temperatures are predicted to dip into the 40s. So if you're walking around campus, I would recommend bringing a jacket with you. So let's take a look at our Phoenix 5-day forecast. Tomorrow looks like we are finally going to be seeing the sun with the temperature in the low 70s. And that sun doesn't look like it's going anywhere. Wednesday is predicted to be sunny with the temperatures in the high 70s. Thursday will be mostly sunny with the temperatures in the mid 70s. And that sun will carry over to Friday with partly cloudy skies and temps in the mid 70s. Saturday will also continue to have partly cloudy skies with temperatures in the high 60s. So if you're staying around campus for fall break, the weather is looking much better than what we've seen so far. This weekend, it should be mostly sunny with temperatures in the high 60s to low 70s. So have a great week, Elon, and a wonderful fall break. Back to you at the desk, Rajat.
This afternoon, University Chaplain Jan Fuller led a vigil in honor of the victims at Umpqua Community College. 9 people were killed and others injured after an armed gunman opened fire in a classroom last week. The vigil was held in the sacred space in the Newman Lumen Pavilion. A small group of community members attended in between classes, and the ceremony included silent prayer and lighting candles in memory of the victims.
I'm going to keep having vigils. That's my decision. I'm going to keep bringing it forward. I'm going to keep having prayer vigils, even if nobody comes, because we can't get used to it.
And groups are already taking more precautions around the triad. More than 400 emergency and law enforcement workers participated in a mass casualty training exercise in Greensboro Thursday. Workers practiced for 1 week to simulate an active shooter situation in a movie theater. Volunteers from Guilford County Technical Community College acted as moviegoers, while Guilford County community emergency workers searched the area to stop the simulated shooter. This was the second mass casualty training exercise for Guilford County. The first took place 2 years ago in High Point.
With the tragedy in Oregon, our Paige Peroso decided to take a look at Elon University's emergency plan. Paige?
According to MassShootingTracker.com, the shooting at the Oregon Community College was the 294th mass shooting and the 45th school shooting in 2015. Dean of Students Smith Jackson sent an email to campus the day after the shooting to remind Elon students, faculty, and staff of Elon's plan should an active shooter situation arise. First, a lockdown of campus would begin. It would start in the incident's hot zone and then expand from there if necessary. Campus police would also lock all the doors with swipe access. Communication with the campus would begin immediately. The first place you would most likely see it is on your phone, where you would get an email and emergency text alerting you of what to do. Campus police would also broadcast the alert from their cars, and all campus telephones would ring with the emergency message. Now, if the active shooter is in the same area as you, use your common sense. Try to escape if possible. If not possible, try and hide somewhere out of the shooter's view. And only if absolutely necessary, you should try and disarm the shooter. Chaplain Jan Fuller believes that talking about mass shootings isn't enough and we all should take action.
We're not only going to pray, though we're going to do that, but we have to act in the world. So we have to write to our government leaders, and we have to ask for gun safety, and we have to be movers, so we can't just be paralyzed by our grief about these things.
You can find an active shooter emergency plan and other emergency protocols on Elon's website in the Campus Safety and Police section. And if you haven't already, make sure to sign up for e-alerts, which will text you when there's a dangerous situation on campus. You can register online on Elon's website. We reached out to Eric Townsend, who told us that campus crisis simulations are practiced by senior staff who would be involved in the Incident Command Center. He also encourages the entire campus to watch the video that was sent out in Dr. Jackson's email. Rajat and Sky, back to you.
Thanks, Paige. According to a report from the North Carolina Department of Public Instruction, teacher turnover rates are significantly higher in Alamance County than the rest of the state. 17 teachers were fired in Alamance Burlington schools last year, compared to the 5 who were let go the year before. Teachers included those who were terminated, those whose contracts the school did not renew, and teachers who left to avoid being fired. Out of more than 1,000 teachers in ABSS schools, 231 teachers left, which is fewer than the previous year. According to the report, their departure was attributed to personal reasons, such as moving to a different state and retirement. And of those leaving, 47% or 108 teachers left to teach somewhere else in the state, making up the biggest group of those leaving. In North Carolina, Governor Pat McCrory signed a series of bills in response to issues affecting the nation. The nearly 50 laws took effect on Thursday in the Tar Heel state, and they might affect you.
Let's take a look at a few. First, the wait time for a woman to have an abortion has been extended from 24 hours to 72 hours. North Carolina joins just 3 other states that have a similar law.
Next, tanning beds. It is now against the law to use a tanning bed under the age of 18. Before, it was legal with parents' permission, but lawmakers saw this as too much of a health risk.
And if you have your license taken away due to an alcohol infraction, you might not be able to drive yourself to the bar this weekend, but you can drive to church. This joins a list of driving privileges to school, work, and in emergency.
And finally, a sign of the times, what's being categorized as transportation network companies like Uber and Lyft now have to abide by certain minimal state standards, such as background checks, and must annually register their vehicle with the state. North Carolina primary municipal elections continue tomorrow in 3 counties, including Alamance. Polls are open from 6:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. These elections occur during odd-numbered years and are held to elect positions such as mayor and city and town councils. Elon's local polling station is at the Antioch Community Church. For more information, check out the Alamance County Board of Elections website.
Coming up, one speaker shows how he's putting the power of kindness in action.
And if midterms week already has you stressed, don't worry, we have some apps to keep you on track. We'll be right back.
They said I couldn't dream. Called me a piece of trash and swore that's all I'd ever be. Said a bottle couldn't see the ocean. Give up. Go back to the dumpster. But I didn't listen. I made my way. And now, I am what I've always wanted to be.
Kids will spend 15 minutes watching online videos like this one.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes twice a day. They have the time.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat?
1 in 5 children struggles with hunger in America. Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
While the dreary weather kept some of the students inside, others lifted their spirits with a motivational speech. Chris Rosati, an ALS patient since 2010, came to Elon to give advice to students on Sunday. Rosati is the founder of Inspire Media Network, a Durham-based company whose goal is to spread kindness in unique ways. Since he fully lost his ability to speak, he uses a device to type and talk, which he controls with his eyes. Rosati's overarching message was, "It's all going to be okay."
One of my favorite songs, certainly a song on the soundtrack of my life, is I Lived by One Republic. There's a line in that song, I hope that you don't suffer, but take the pain. And that's my hope for my children, for all of you too. I hope that you don't suffer, but take the pain.
And you might need some motivation to get through midterm week. Our Connor McCoy found 3 apps that could help you get through your exams.
And if you're looking, we apologize for any technical difficulties. If you're looking to find some new ways to find furniture online, well, we have a solution for you. A surprising source can help you search. eNet, the same website that informs the Elon community about what is happening on campus, also provides a want ad section. Notices can be posted only by Elon students, faculty, and staff, but anyone outside the Elon community can visit this website and see the notices. Different categories include electronics, furniture, and even housing, and there are ads for free items such as ink cartridges. If you have something you want to buy or sell, you can check out Want Ads on elon.edu.
Now, if you have a Mac and you get a notification on your screen saying to call Apple support, watch out.
A company named Call to Resolve has scammed hundreds of people across the nation with MacBooks initially posting as Apple support. If these signs look familiar, call the Apple Store immediately. First, your internet will lock and a rectangular box will come up stating that you need to call tech support and will provide a number. When calling, a technician will ask for permission to get on your computer and show you what is wrong with it and say they can fix it within the hour if you pay them $100. After you pay, they download 2 antivirus softwares to protect your computer.
Now, if this happens to you, immediately call your credit card company and cancel the card that you used. According to Apple, it's a company masquerading as Apple to support to get data on your computer and your credit card information. Here are some steps to protect yourself from scams like this one.
First, use a different device to look up the error that's appearing on your screen to see if it is real. Second, if they request access to your computer to override it, do not let them do that. Third, make sure that who you are talking to is actually who they say they are. And finally, always be wary of giving any personal information out. If they ask you to pay on the website and you do not recognize that website, be careful.
And overall, if you are questioning yourself or a company when you are on the phone, hang up. It's better to be safe and do research than to have your information taken.
And I went to one local event over the weekend and I braved the weather out there, and it was all in the name of fun.
And we look at what really goes into that classic fall drink, your pumpkin spice lattes. We'll be right back.
I like to eat apples and bananas. I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
1 in 5 children struggles with hunger in America. Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
That's the one. I will not be news today. I will not make another push to be the first man in space with frosted tips and a puka shell necklace.
And I will not go viral when my terror is caught on camera when I finally realize that in the vacuum of space, no one can hear you sing. I'm Lance Bass, and I will not be trending today because there is a much bigger story that needs to be heard.
Fall is known for its crisp weather and toasty treats. Our Ashley McGettrick looked into the secrets behind one popular seasonal drink.
The quintessential pumpkin spice product, the pumpkin spice latte, or PSL if you will, started being brewed by baristas 11 years ago in 2003.
Pumpkin spice lattes, the coffee that tastes like a candle.
Starbucks' seasonal staple has since sold over 200 million cups.
Hashtag PSL.
That's over $80 million in revenue.
I don't understand the whole hype with this. It does make me want to wear Uggs though.
That's a lot of money, but it's also a lot of sugar. Just one pump of the pumpkin sauce has 8 grams of sugar. A grande PSL has 3 pumps of that syrup. That's 24 grams from the syrup and 49 grams of sugar total.
Sugar treat.
So what exactly is in this fall phenomenon other than a seasonal sugar rush? Here's the ingredients for pumpkin spice.
Beetle juice?
Yes, that's it!
Not exactly. Pumpkin spice isn't so much a spice itself, it's more of a soup of spices. A mix of cinnamon, ginger, allspice, and nutmeg.
Gather round. One thing more and all is done.
Notice what's missing? The pumpkin? It wasn't until this year that Starbucks started actually adding pumpkin to the drink. For all of your fall festivities, Ashley McGettrick, Elon Local News.
And if pumpkin spice latte is not what you're looking for, Oktoberfest will. I went to the Haw River Ballroom for Saxon's annual Oktoberfest.
We called it October Flood today instead of Oktoberfest.
The rain may have moved Oktoberfest indoors, but ballroom co-owner Heather Lagarde says the party goes on.
We just try to regather the community to celebrate the fall harvest, and just have a big crazy Saxon party.
Along with the live bands, a variety of local vendors were on hand with many unique crafts.
We also try to feature all the local businesses of Saxon, the farmers, the venue, the different restaurants.
Craig Davis is a local business owner who travels to many festivals during the year, but he always makes it a priority to make it home for Oktoberfest.
We go to lots of local festivals. This one is different because of the family atmosphere and because of the good fun that you have and because of just the local nature and all the people that you get to know. It's truly an oasis in the middle of nowhere.
And for all the people who braved the weather, it was time well spent.
We've had a wonderful time. My oldest daughter has played ping pong and danced all afternoon and into the night, and we've had dinner here, and it's been a wonderful time.
If you missed the festival, don't worry. There are a number of events in the ballroom throughout the fall and winter. Visit hawriverballroom.com for the list of events.
The Performing Arts Department is finishing up its run of Harper Regan this Wednesday. The play follows the journey of Harper Regan, a woman trying to reconnect with her ill father. Along the way, she uncovers her true feelings about friends, family, and herself. You can still catch the show. You can buy tickets for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday night's performances by calling the box office at 336-278-5650. And coming up, we'll take a look at one team pitching in for a good cause.
That's the one. I will not be news today. I will not make another push to be the first man in space with frosted tips and a puka shell necklace. And I will not go viral when my terror is caught on camera when I finally realize that in the vacuum of space, no one can hear you sing. I'm Lance Bass, and I will not be trending today because there is a much bigger story that needs to be heard.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
Kids will spend 15 minutes watching online videos like this one.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes twice a day. They have the time.
Hey, did you know 2.4 million loving cats and dogs in shelters and rescues need our help to find a home? Let's go to theshelterpetproject.org and meet if you are in a shelter near you. Harlow, oh, she's one great listener and loves to hear all your stories. My kind of cat. Cerulo is a sweet, goofy boy who's eager to please. Sounds just like another dog I know. So go to theshelterpetproject.org, search your local shelters and rescues, and go for a cuddle with your next best friend. Adopt.
The Phoenix Invitational Tennis Tournament was rained out this weekend, but our Gary Grumback sat down with a member of the men's tennis team who doesn't let rain or anything else keep him from the court.
Neil Port is a redshirt sophomore on the Elon men's tennis team. As a student athlete, Port says balancing time between the court and the classroom is a struggle.
We practice 3-4 hours a day, and then I go to class in the morning, and then weights and all this extra other stuff that we have to do. But you got to be able to squeeze in school.
As the first member of his family to go to college, Port has his mother to thank for his ability to get it all done.
She taught me good work ethic. She taught me so many great things that she'll definitely see me continue to do in the future.
But in late December, everything changed. Port lost his mother to lymphoma and immediately turned to his team for support.
This team has just helped me not just get over this very hard thing, but they've just helped me just transition, just from when this happened. They've just made the process a lot easier.
The players turned from a team into a family.
They were just very comforting. Their support has been really something that I never could have imagined. I'm very lucky to have such a great team, such great friends here at the school.
Port says he's learned from the heartbreak.
It's taught me the value of life and how I should enjoy every day and always have a smile on my face.
But while his mom never got to see him play college tennis, Port knows she's watching now.
I'm sure my mom is looking down at me and she's very happy to see what I have.
An Elon tennis star giving love all a second meaning. Gary Grumback, Elon Local News.
Elon student athletes train for hundreds of hours in the weight room and on the practice fields, but there are some hours that go undocumented that really make a difference. Our Justin Beagle has the story.
A pregame cheer is a tradition for any sports team before going to work. Tonight's mission? Feed the hungry. On Friday night, members of the Elon softball team gathered at Allied Churches of Alamance County to serve dinner to those in need. On the menu, turkey and cheese sandwiches and lots of tasty desserts. For freshman catcher Callie Hall, it's time well spent.
It's been fun getting to just be with my teammates and have a good time and help those in the community.
For Hall and many of her fellow teammates, it's an opportunity to reflect and count their blessings.
It definitely shows how grateful we are as Elon students to be at such a pretty campus and to be so blessed with all the opportunities that we have available there. And so it's just nice to get out and experience the community and see what others have.
And for the Durham native, she will be as happy going back to the kitchen as she is on the field.
I really enjoy it, and it's something that I would do every day if I could.
But for now, she'll stick to throwing out base runners and striking out hunger. Justin Beagle, Elon Local News.
Now, Allied Churches estimates that there were approximately 350 visitors during the hurricane rush. On average, Allied Churches serves over 100 people for both lunch and dinner on the weekends.
Thanks so much for joining us tonight. Be sure to check us out on social media at elonlocalnews.com.
Thanks, everyone. Have a great night, Elon.